Alright, we're going to do our first multiplicity video, and we're going to go to scripts, and we're going to load files into a stack. So I gotta go find those files. I have them in a folder on my desktop. Not actually, I got 4 pictures in, so I'm going to load them. So I'm going to load them just to show you again in case you missed it, because I think it was off the screen. We're going to go to scripts, load files into stack, which should get this dialog box. We're going to go to browse. I'm going to find my pictures, and I'm just going to load them. So I click OK. So I've got 4 pictures. It's going to take a while to get these all in here. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we you see there's some slight movement between images. That is not ideal. The camera got affected on the tripod, but whatever. So I got 4 images. What we're going to do is we're going to create a mask on all of these images. 1, 2, 3. We can leave the last one alone. And we're just going to paint out what we do not want. So I'm going to get this. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit on Mr. Fluffy here. And I'm just going to paint out what I don't want. And I'm going to actually use a brush that's got some hardness to it. Just because I kind of want to get this done quick. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to paint out what I do not like. I'm even going to get a bigger brush. So I'm going to paint Mr. Fluffy here out. Just try to keep him, as you can see, I've got that softness in the brush around the edge. Paint him out. Alright, now I gotta get that smaller brush in there. We'll get the rest. Doing our best to do this quick. So you guys can see, I'm going to expect higher level of quality. And you can see, like, in the next image, the lighting had changed a little. It probably had to do with where I was standing. But the couch definitely is getting a little brighter in the next image, which is not ideal. You kind of want very similar settings between your pictures. You want to try to keep similar lighting, all that good stuff. So I'm going to get this. If I got a little around the edge, that's fine. And we're going to hit Control-I to invert the layer. So that is Control-I, and that inverts the layer. You see, it's also going to bring this one in over here. So that looks pretty good. There are other things we could do that I've done in other videos, but I'm not going to do it in this one. If you want to see other things we can do, you can watch the action one. And then I'm just going to go to this layer, and I'm going to do the same exact thing. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to paint Mr. Fluffy out of here as best I can. Do the big brush first, broad strokes. See, there's a little different tone there than we have in some of the other ones. And then see, and we're getting a little bit right here of the layer underneath this, and we do not want that. So I'm just going to leave that right there, and I'm going to do another Control-I, which brings it, and you see we cut off a little of this layer. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to, oops, wrong brush. We're going to see if we can put it back, get his nose back. So there you go. So that's this layer. We can look. If there's anything over here, you could go kind of with softness and blend it. And we're just going to do the same thing to this last layer before I gotta finish this up. A smaller brush. This really is not bad. It's a matter of having the pictures. And you see I'm coming into the next layer, so we're going to have to clean that up. last time, Control I. And anything I lost over here, just want to come brush that back in. And, you know, if we really want, we can flip colors here. So, I want this to be slightly above. Okay, there we go. So, zooming back out, we've got a bunch of cloned images of our Mr. Fluffy all over. And those are 4 separate images. It's not 4 Mr. Fluffies. I only have the one. And we can turn different layers off and just go to the original. We can have 2, we can have 3, we can have 4. So that is multiplicity in a photo.